Hello everyone and welcome back to me getting pinged on Discord most likely. Don't worry, I'll make sure to call it out on your behalf. Because, let's be honest, we hate checking videos. Second off, it's rocket time and there's also mercury in the boiler, but well, I have petroleum, I have oxalate, so probably just switching over to a chemical engine would make the most sense. But now it is time for them to transcend once more. Oh. Broken. Well, shit. Bye, have a good time. It just doesn't get old, does it now? Look, it even has two engines. It still goes up all the same, which is to say, not very reasonably. Yeah, go get me that data. Thank you. I have no idea how much solid fuel it has. I don't think it's that much. That's not the star map. What? It had... I never understood how to read this. Max engine efficiency. Solid boosters. Okay, so it was loaded. Nice. That was me. That was certainly me. Also, I forgot to do this. Love the spirit. How hot is it? 10 degrees, so it's absolutely the rocket's fault. That's fine. We have good... High? I'm not sure what's weirder, the rocket ascending and breaking this along the way, or the fact that the entire crew just showed up. Okay, well, we just had a quick cameo of, like, the entire colony, which was fun. This is still probably overflowing. Not sure if I'm ever going to deal with this. Got really low a few episodes ago, no, that didn't hold up. Because these trees continue to complain about temperature, mainly because this thing's not connected. Oh yeah, look at that temperature. I would love to connect it, except... I'm sorry, how much pressure is in here? Oh, I thought it was only 100. It's 1,000 kilograms! Holy schmoly! Hello! This is 300 kilograms. But it's in a fairly big room. If we separate from here and count the tiles, I don't think anyone would be counted even if they do take a freeze frame of this. But, answer, is this naphtha? Gunk. Well, this is why I've made sure to keep a, liquid management system, also known as a giant pit for liquid to flow into so people come up. Also, I'm about to be DM'd in like 2 seconds. Just try to ignore that fact. Ain't that right, steam, gas pump? I was about to be like, why am I saying steam? It's only like this steam, that was me, turbine, and then steam in here, and then steam in there with the turbine. That was also me moving the turbine. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about this thingamabob. I'm sane. And you'd be insane to believe me. But, you know, that's just part of the fun, right? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I'm still pumping oil into the gunk system. I want to see this tank backing up. Will it? No, probably not. All things considered, no. Thank you, Steve. Oh, it's right joystick. I don't want to hear any comments on my, Listen, I have an O key on my left stick. Ain't that right, Gizmo? The second one? I remember you. The other gizmos, I got no clue, bro. I really don't. It's a lot of oil. But I'm gonna let them keep doing that. We have so much crude oil. And hey, this will all... Oh, hi. Also, hi. No one's moving them. Yeah, sure, let's bring in even more pups. I'm sure this won't be a problem at all. Where are the pups even... Where am I putting them? Why is there polluted oxygen in here? Bromif. Oh. Yeah, let me fix that for you. Wait. This will be required. I'm gonna do that preemptively before just bulldozing this. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess you want to be dealt with. Cool. Alright. Would you believe me if I said this base had a lot of CO2 in it? Trick question. Obviously it does. Why didn't I just do this? I'm confused. Hey, Eduardo, there's one behind you. He's not gonna dig in. Look! Freedom! Also, we shaved their crown for gold for a reason. Hi, you can now meet with your friends. No, you can't. Forever alone. Forever alone. Does anyone even remember that meme? Okay. I want you to hurry up. Okay, so Wild Thing happened not too long ago, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. But I was called old for the first time. And I got really offended. Because I'm not old. This is just gunk. I like the new spray work, but now I'm like, is there something in here? No. It's hard to tell, but honestly, like the new like gases and stuff looks a lot more polished, you know? I don't care about preservation. Like, oil having that glossy effect in it, it's just, it looks cleaner, you know? And I like that. The base is like super concentrated oxygen right now, which I'm not sure how to feel about. Man, with this thing in its own little fucking room, the base is like actually really, besides this giant plume of CO2 for some reason. Who pissed on the airflow? Remember when airflows just didn't show liquid? That was funny. Yeah, by the way, we're still using this ice liquefier after all this time. Is it even keeping up anymore? Barely. Very high demand for it. There's also this one, but like, why would you use that for the ice liquefier? Don't we like need to keep our ice now? Okay, maybe not, because all of our ice is just, uh-oh. It's already been moved out. That is all the ice we have left. I'm actually gonna disable this thing again. Set it to solid gunk for the fun of it. Like old time's sake. It. Also, quick cameo. Fine carbon can be used in the ice liquefier, but it cannot be used inside of the coal generator. Why is that? What does clay have against refined coal generator? Like, I want to just assume, because like ethanol is the same as petroleum inside the petroleum generator, that it would just have the same value and it wouldn't change anything. Lindsay, Like, of all places, that is like, well, I wouldn't recommend it. Also, considering it's now cold in the base, I have to move this somewhere. Well, yeah, that's fine. We're not gonna be leaking water from this room anymore. So, who cares? But I'm gonna install another electric heater. I know, it'll be like just like the beginning, where I kept bitching about this room being too cold. You can plug this into an automation wire? It's an egg cracker, for gosh sakes. Why can't you plug that into the automation grid? Jeez Louise. But yeah, this thing keeping all the CO2 has made the base. Honestly, that probably single-handedly fixed the base's pressure problem. Like, that wouldn't even surprise me if the base's pressure problem single-handedly got fixed by that. Have we built the other egg cracker? Yes. Egg. Now this one we're gonna just deconstruct it. What do you guys want? Temperature-wise? 27's like probably. Yeah, 27's good. And then I'm gonna just plug this into a. It's in utilities. I'd like. You know, for old times, we do not have enough for old time's sake. Hi, space heater, yes. We're gonna max out the power draw because funny. And if that's hot, it's just heating it up more efficiently. More. Oh, and also that's the other reason I did that. Body temperature, body temperature. So you're getting frost resistance, right? Which is good because I keep complaining about it being cold in my base. So congratulations, you can now hug a thermal ring. There's also the wood-fired stove I could plonk down, but I mean, what's more pollution? You know, what is more pollution to this generator? Really? Clay, don't add a pressure limit to this thing. It's funnier this way. We can roughly estimate how big this room is. Just remove 4 from this. So over 11 tiles, there is. If you technically multiply that by 11, and that's over 1,000 kilograms. That's like, let's say 1,100 kilograms multiplied by 11. What you find out is that we have a lot of pressure in that room, and we are never, ever going to fix it. Oh, that's what's up there. I was like, wait, there's this huge open area. Why don't they build in here? Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. I'm gonna put another rocket here. And it fits. Is it immature to build it here? Don't care. We are going to pave a new launch pad. And you guys are going to like it. Also, I'm realizing I do not care about these trees. Oh. Thank you, Eduardo. That was... Can you stop having thermal problem? What the fuck? What is happening? It's made of mercury. How the heck? I'm tired of questioning. This is technically wood, but I want to run a rocket engine. And a very mature request. And for that, I'm going to need petrochemical engines. which I am not researching because I think it would be cooler if we had Robopilot. Oh, and also I'm gonna make a data miner. If nothing but to make it clear to our data underlords what we can do. Oh, and also I guess there's this bionic worker dock and remote controller, which honestly might be cool. I don't know. I don't have a room for it, so I use the bedroom, which I might not like. Can we like just not do that, please? Here, we're going to use copper for no other reason than it complains moderately less. And also the copper's like right next to it. Please. There, it's fine. Oh my goodness. What? Why did that melt? Pardon me? This thing just really hates being plugged in. You know, it probably has a good mercury on it. It melts it. And this is melting. What? Wait, why is this getting so hot? It's like, uh-oh. Well, good news. Refined carbon is no longer warm. Bad news. Mercury is now warm. That is unfortunate. I did not consider the fact that we had a hot bin. Let me... I don't even bother with the mute button, because I'm so cool. Yes, by the way, these have always been green. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but they've always been green. We are going to make a condensed carbon box, which again, has always been green. Yes, that's, not ideal. So, yeah, just bathe in the mercury, see how much I care. That's the spirit. Okay, now I think you guys are just over-exaggerating. And clay? Okay, the clay you guys can sweep. Like, please. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in manufactured, and it's not in there. Cool. It's not a refined mineral, it's a raw... Ceramic's a raw mineral, by the way. For some reason. Ceramic... it's also not in there because it is a... Where is... Consumable ore... Find carbon, don't ask why. When highlighted, you'd almost think it's yellow, but trust me, it's always been green. I might even slap down another one for, like, clay. I don't really know if that's relevant. Yep, find carbons, and now ceramics are going in. And why is there ice here? Still some okay ice, like, nodes in here. Oh, it's like a, we did get a recharger. From where? Oh, don't even bother trying to get the game to answer that. That's a pointless question. We're gonna put clay in here. If anyone's curious, no, I did not know this category clay was in. I just got really lucky. Which is honestly a good change of pace, because we know how long I can spend in those. Yeah, we don't have the rocket research. I am almost tempted to change my research, but this was originally the goal of the playthrough, so I'm gonna unlock it and then, you know. But I could start work on the other rocket, and I'm gonna end it there anyways. This needs to be run. Lindsay, Get over here. It's a researching job. That is literally your job, is to research. Lindsay. Well, what are you doing? You are ignoring your job. Stop being so caring. I don't know. Oh, they're asleep. Yeah, there is a rocket in sight. Oh. You're not sight, you're at flight. What? Yeah, just chuck it over. Strange prick. Well, considering it has 4 buttons, that's true. Did you guys have to dump everything overboard? Seems a little unnecessary. Whee! Shockingly effective way of getting down, I'll be honest. Alright, we need a new place to decorate with something cool and new and novel. That's... yeah, suffer. This is way more important. Hey, wait, the crops are growing again. That's... That really... How was this so... Okay. I mean, this is technically making it take longer, but fuck it. I don't know what to do. Do you think they did anything with, like, plant husks to make them... Why am I in this category? To make them more useful? I guess solids? Brahmin things are in there. Pearls. I don't have all the DLC. What do you want from me? Zinc. Zinc, copper, make brass. There's no brass in this game. I don't believe this. Gumwood. Galena. Frozen squid ink, which is something you're very commonly going to find in an ocean. Of something that totally will not freeze beforehand. How are you guys doing? Out of snow? I don't care. Oh, there's snow here. I don't know what keeps that thing running. You really don't need snow tiles in this colony. I think each and every one of them can simply be replaced. Better airflow. I like how this thing gave me a bunch of stuff I barely used. Gizmo, when did you learn to research? No, seriously, when did Gizmo learn? You know, I keep thinking that novice research requires you to have, like, I keep thinking it requires you to have a scientist of, like, the lowest level. Right? That's research, not skills. Like, I keep thinking... Okay, one that's not... Borg. I keep thinking you need advanced researching, but that's just to use the supercomputer. And apparently emulsifier for some reason. You don't actually need that for, you know, to do the simple science. And I always forget that, because I'm like, why would I ever want to do that? But you can. So how much is this gonna want? 400. Okay, these are both expensive. But oh well. Meanwhile, the new goodie we got is a muck root because it's funny. Guys, look, I got muck root. Yippee. I'm very good professional recorder, as is. I could probably chuck a third one on, but, you know, heaven forbid this thing even works at all, so, yeah. So the fact that I got mercury in here has, like, completely negated the fact that I added a mesh tile into there. Of course, I did not consider mercury becoming a problem, but I now need to consider this as what it is, which is not fun. So I have to go in there, mop up everything, preferably remove everything too, and let's hope it's fine. It's not gonna be fine, but you know what? It's why are thanks bye. I forget this one fly root survived being deconstructed and has just been, you know, fly roiding around. Also got this one battery. It's been in here forever, and it's not ever really been discharged except for the start, which is fine. That's the point. Although considering, you know, things, probably should have put one in this power grid. You know, in case of an emergency, I could just chuck it on something. But I never really even thought about doing that. I don't know. Might honestly not be the worst. Like, I'm not gonna need it, but, you know, to say I did do it, eventually. Considering how much these things like to run out, I mean, this has fixed it, you know, simply fixed it. The dupes are as adamant as I want them to be about keeping this line filled. And realistically, I could just make more plastic, right? Plastic ladders. To be honest, these lower ones, yep, don't get used. Not to say I'm surprised or anything, but duplicate routing is something you tend to figure out eventually. That surprisingly went a lot better than I expected. Fortunately, this will fix both problems. Goody. Is that water? Yep, plenty of water. That means I can't backflow it. That's fine. Why is there... Why is there 2 petroleum lines? What about why? Again. I did it again. I was like, why am I running a petroleum line up when I already have one? Yeah, good question. Why am I? Seemingly, I was in the middle of hooking up the water line to be able to discharge polluted water, and apparently somewhere along the line I just was like, yeah, you know what would be funny if I ran the petroleum instead. I think I was thinking about adding a liquid tank, and then I was like, but, you know, that liquid, that's not, I'm not clicking on, that's the bridge. This should just be pipe, yeah. This was meant to be connected. That would be going up to that thing. I wasn't going to do that yet. You know. We are very much backed up on petroleum, which is super awesome and even more amazing. We need to now discharge an entire petroleum pipe. Will I reclaim any of it? I don't have space for it. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take so long. Thanks, Max. sorry, you're skilled enough for this? No offense, but like... Oh... Oh... I didn't realize. Hi, Mari. Mari, why are you catching your breath? You have an oxygen mask on. What on earth happened to you? Yeah, oxygen was not included. How on earth are you suffocating with an oxygen mask, full oxygen mask on your face? Unless he ran out by running on that. Oh, I see. Dude. Live your best life. Heaven forbids I make the duplicate do any more than they have to. Did you slip on the water to then land on the wheel and then start running again before slipping off the wheel and landing on your face? I don't even know what to tell you, man. That's kind of cool. The concerning thing is there's supposed to be water in here, but there isn't. Which means one of these pipes never got finished. It's that one, the first one. That is absolutely for the best. Because good heavens, I do not want to think, but if it wasn't. Neither of those were built. Well, let's keep them busy. This isn't too warm, right? I do not know the overheat. It overheats at... Oh, well, that's fine then. The only biome's been that hot once, but we've fixed it, yeah. That's the word I'm gonna use. Fixed. Lest we forget. I don't want to acknowledge this was ever a problem. So I am going to simply replace it. It's probably still really warm over here. Oh yeah. You normally don't have to double layer these, but in this one case, I'm holding a vendetta. I realistically could run 2 of these, but I have a lot of plastic, right? That is a lot of plastic. When I said a lot of plastic, I did not presume it was 7 tons of the stuff, but yeah, sure. Also, making a bottle filler for petroleum really does not matter, because, you know, this. I mean, it does take a dupe. That was a ping of me. Remember, give it a second, I will tell you if it's my ping. Yes, even that ping you just heard now, totally me. I'm totally not just saying that to gaslight you. And if you didn't get a ping, well, it's clear that I'm gaslighting whoever did. Ignore that. How much air do you... Well, I guess you have plenty. Well, kind of. Subjectively, a lot of air. Thank you, Stinky. Oh, hey, it's that flyroid again. It just sort of does that. How are you looking, Rocket? Horrible? I'm sorry I asked. Hey, it's full. Oh wait, it's almost done. Keep going, Stinky. We believe in you. I guess there is oxygen in here, huh? Nice. Have you done it? No. Literally on the last one, Stinky. You're fired and displeasing me. Why did you just... What are you using this... Oh, the other one? I forgot I have 2. Thank you. You look dreadful. You got food poisoning. Relatable. I've had I've had really bad food poisoning once. I'm not sure if you've ever had, like, really bad food poisoning before. But, like... let me not tell you. That's the best way I can summarize it. Let me just not tell you. Also, I caught that literally the pipe before it started spilling over. Impressive. Have I really not used any water at all? Yeah, it's better to not be in a rush, huh? That's a lot of water currently flowing. That is going to flow for a very, very long time. Also, this thing is very, like, messy. I try to get the oil out. It's still in there. Not sure what to do about that. I swear, these conductive wires are starting to make me a little unhappy. So I'm just going to slowly replace all of them with copper. What were you made of beforehand? Also lead. That was the only mercury wire still stuck. Cool. I guess that makes it safe, huh? It's like where though? There's no sweep area. Just dump it outside the rocket. Mercury, move to here. Preferably now. And whatever else is in here, sweep it out. I want a mesh tile in here. I want the power disconnected from there. And we want this going up soon. Oh yeah, strange brick. Okay, I'm not sure about you, but that was cheating, but I'll be fine with it for now. Okay. But just for now. I need to beautify a part of the base, but where? Ooh, maybe use a display shelf. Gumwood. Ooh. No. No. Oh, because this needs a wall behind it. And this is also in this building, so it wouldn't matter. I have solution. I'm gonna get a pedestal of wood. You know what, we put it on the battery. And we're gonna put a weird phone thing on it. I mean, can you guys stop shivving every duplicate that walks past here? Thank you. Yeah, it'd be cold. Feel it. Feel the freezer burn. Can someone make this happen, please? Thank you. I'm never fixing that for context. Oh, it's the new materials that's causing it to have, to, you know, liquefy. Oh, I see. Okay, that was me again. Or was it? It was certainly me. Twice. Alright, I looked away. Has a dupe killed themselves yet? No? That's honestly a miracle. Look, if you've ever played this game, you know a dupe surviving is one of the rarest things to do when you turn your head. I want to say they got better. I wouldn't believe it, but okay. And that's gonna slowly, preferably slowly fill with water. That needs a lot of heat. How much water is this thing using? Not as much as I was hoping for. And there goes the mercury. But the mercury was in a bottle. Sorry I ever asked. Okay. We're pumping steam, which realistically is like right above the phase change. That's not. That's a vacuum. So, one thing people might not realize is that there's actually like a phase change in temperature. So as you can see here, it's actually not at 100. You get a little percentage before phase changes because you need a little extra oomph to actually phase change material. This is a real thing. What that means is we're sending probably like. My point is that putting the steam in like this, right? Not the most efficient. All things considered, I'll say it. I'll just say it now. That is some low temperature steam, and given passive cooling in space, because space is not cold, but everything makes infrared heat if it has thermal energy, and that will slowly cool it down because it goes into the abyss. But hey, this one has northern lights in it, which means this planet has a magnetic sphere, which is probably good for the skin, all things considered. You know, it's radiation burns. But yeah, we're gonna put a fancy pants brick on this technically rock. Now we're putting the phone on a battery. Will it do anything? No. Where the fuck? Keep up the good work. Why are you? No. I did not permit this action. Now someone's coming down with the phone. Strange brick, I mean. Nice and quickly. As fast as they can. And it's the end of it. Oh, hi, Gizmo. I'm not sure which Gizmo that was. I'm being dead serious. Look, the pimp loves it. I swear if you knock it off that pedestal, I swear. Good. And then you guys should be tempted to eat this, because it's apparently made of, like, neptronium or some bologna. I'm such a pro-oxygen not includer. So fun fact about YouTube, and I watched a guy who runs like Garbage Time, or you know, channel where he checks out old phones, calls them nuggets, and has a snake. He apparently looked for that thing where YouTube. Oh wow, would you look at this really fine artwork right here? It's a dead battery. He looked for the channel's inspirations, and honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do the same thing because I know YouTube's probably got some weird shit on my channel. So if you I don't even know where to find it. I'm gonna be dead serious with you. Oh, it's ahead of videos. That's why it has more. Hello. For a moment there, I thought a duplicate was in pain, which is unusual considering the state of this colony. I mean, I should expect it more often, but yeah. But there's some crazy shit. Of course, all the thumbnails don't make any sense, so. Yeah. Oh, hey, there's a Sandship wealth guide optimizing production chains for maximum credit efficiency. This is literally what happens when a teacher gives you a word cap goal. Like, this is when the teacher says you need to write this amount of words, and, essentially they're like, write this amount of words, and you're like, how to increase credit production. And instead, it just wrote like a fucking half a paragraph using just that. Say this, but less efficiently. Make it waste more time in the email I'm sending out to 50 of my workers. I want them to be sitting at their computer saying, why couldn't that be sent as a single sentence? I want them to feel that pain. Oh, thank you. We'll give a little spice of life from each, because I might do a full video on this. Surviving 7 kilograms. Well, it's actually gone down, but it used to be around 13, which is actually worse. Surviving 7 kilograms, or 7 kg oxygen tiles. I forgot the per, but that, okay. Fixing duplicate stress and oxygen not included. Well, I got the game right, but, this is, I'm literally playing this on the easy difficulty. I'm playing the, no sweat difficulty. So that's kind of not that much of an issue. But they eat once a day, which does contribute to this. Look at it. They're all enjoying the break room. They're so happy. Yeah, they're even singing, which is very unusual for me. But yeah, it's a good change of pace. And we have another one in reassembly. What? The reassembly tournament thing from like 3 years ago. Why are you mentioning that? That's not going anywhere. I'm sorry, folks, but clearly no one was interested. Community tournament, designing the ultimate fleet. I was hosting that! Why would I be designing my own thing? And we're not doing fleets, we're doing single, okay. I thought that was gonna be Cosmeteer, but it just didn't. I'm sorry, what is this? The Schwager Challenge, recreating history's longest railway gun in sandbox. I'm just curious on what this one means, cause that title isn't even in English. What? Hey, are you trying to imply that I know more languages? Eu falo Português? No. No falas. Come on, AI. What the hell are you doing in here? Why does this even make sense? Body temperature low? I didn't ask. I can't tell if those are sings or cries for help, but frankly, I'm not sure there's much of a difference in this game. Ain't that right, gas pump? Overheat damage. Yeah, that's the spirit. Keep it up. So I'm gonna research whatever that fucking, tell me why something that doesn't appear to be in English is fitting. Engineering absurdity. Massive kinetic impact analysis. I don't do that. Structural integrity versus recoil. I also don't do that. I see. It really does just make shit up on the fly. Which I know that's what it was created for, but I'm happy the world's resources are being funneled into something this defective. I think it really does enhance the quality of life and the experience for my viewers to have this much potential and those YouTube outages. See, I knew this fucking mesh tile would help. I fucking knew it. Hey, AI, you should put profanity in my titles. That'd be really funny, and I'm sure the viewers would love to see that. I'm not even joking. I think that would actually be really funny, and I'm sure you guys would probably be like, you got the AI to swear. Nice one. I almost want to click just for the... What the fuck happened here? Okay, I guess we're doing refined phosphor now. Liquid phosphorus. It's at 50 degrees Celsius. Is it really that low? No shit. Oh no, it's way higher for normal phosphorus. So it must have had molten copper pour onto it, and then they made, you know, the better phosphorus. And then it goes into shine bugs. Hardness of 0. So does it have any structural integrity? I don't think so. Okay. Guess we're doing refined phosphor. How's it feeling, Lindsay? The second that thing turns on, like every dupe in the entire colony runs in to reach it. And they're like, ah, fuck, it just turned off. Why? You know what, why is there an ethanol spill in the freaking... Sure. Put it in the generator, see how much I care. But here, I turned down the power level, so hopefully it's more sustainable for you dupes. No, I don't care. Okay, it ran out of power for once, which is... honestly, all things considered, the most unexpected part. But yeah. But to be fair, I'm trying to think, where did I really talk about railguns? Well, I've talked about it kind of a bit with Sprung and Cosmeteer, but that was, what, a while ago. Oh, and here's the Cosmeteer, because I want to round it out. There's actually two, but I'm only reading one because I genuinely do not like AI. I am heavily anti-AI, if that wasn't clear. Tactical analysis of point defense systems for protecting massive capital ships in Cosmeteer. They shoot like 25 nukes, I give 0 shits, Beetle tanks at Lamau. I'm a pro Cosmeteerer, if you couldn't tell. We feeling ready? We are feeling ready. Well, that's a fucking surprise. I mean, good job. I want to put this in a tank, but the tank's gonna explode. Correction, it's going to implode. It doesn't explode when the pressure goes down. Wait, could a gas tank theoretically implode in space? Because if you think about it, there's no outside pressure, and implosions really happen because of outside pressure, I would think. I mean, something liquefying on the inside would definitely drastically lower the pressure, but that being said, if the pressure outside is like a freaking nano, Pascal? The fuck do, sane people use? I'm sorry, I'm Canadian. I only know how to measure centimeters cubed and then use that to find out inches per fucking pounds. It's really bad over here. Don't do Canadian engineering. Go to Europe, or go to Lockheed Martin. You have two paths: either do it for Europe, or do it for Lockheed Martin. I'm making all. This video is definitely one of the stupidest as of late. Hi. Oh. I think it's safe to say we fixed the steam problem. That is still dealing with temperature. I don't care. It's good. It's good. Also, piss yellow. This thing has no overheat or overpressure either, huh? No, I mean that's fine. All right. Get less, preferably. There we go. This is what it should have looked like, folks. And uppies it goes. You know, those are some pretty intense flames next to a steam engine. I swear to fucking gosh. I reinforced the wires for this. It's fine. Alright, bye. Have a good time. Something, something. Goodbye from a different language, kind of similar to English. I'm still angry. Bye. Well, at least I can rest easy knowing that any information the AI is ripping from my channel is fucking retarded and is only making it stupider. What the fuck? I think that goes two ways, though. Well, no use in turning that on. Oh, and it's a good time for the power to go out, because, you know... Heh. No, I'm not running an automation wire in there, I'll just manually disconnect and reconnect it. Fine art. It's a flocks, something. It's all oxygen. Very enthusiastically hitting shit with water to make it clean. Remember when I had like 18 tons of polluted water because of this? That was fun. Only with the best lighting and coolest fossil. I would imagine like half of this processing time is just spent admiring the fossil before they realize that they have a job to do. And hell, you're not gonna hear me complain. That's kind of funny. Especially considering that fossil's a new addition, and that implies that it's been the entire time good. I'd say when the research is completed, which hopefully is soon. We'll end the video. I mean, it's almost an hour anyways. Holy shit, speed it up. I know you just took off, but like... that would probably help, you know, 3 times speed, but that makes me feel rational, which I, you know, it's kind of against my policy on this channel. Do I even keep reading those summaries? I mean, they're so bad. Heavy destroyer, no. I don't even know what that means. Logistics of moving deep space salvage under heavy enemy fire. Spoiler, turn the enemies into more salvage and profit big. The solution is so simple. Just make more salvage. I'm sure whatever's attacking you will be fine with you blowing them up. Because they're trying to do it to you, and obviously that gives you the right to do it to them first. Remember when this was going to be like the main ladder I use? Yeah, I don't. Lindsay, I want to see you on mission control. Any moment now. But it's already boosted? Oh. Wait, now I have a question. Shouldn't Lindsay be giving the rocket pilot like a pep talk? And be like, alright, so here's the mission plan, okay? You want to go here? Like, shouldn't you do that before they're in the air? Or in the vacuum, I guess, in this case? Like, wouldn't that stand to reason that, like, you should be like, hey, so here's the plan for this flight. Before, like, they take off and it's like, oh, by the way, here's some course guidance. I don't even know how long this effect lasts. I guess that's one nice thing about this game. In comparison to Space, or, you know, the non-modded one. In comparison to Spaced Out, right? In Spaced Out, when you launch a rocket, right? Like you can here. You can run out of fuel and resources mid-flight. And it is something that you should really be considering doing. Like thinking about, in the early game. Sometimes even in the late game, considering your rocket integrity. So like... Thank you, Harold. We could probably move this polluted dirt, because it probably doesn't look too nice. Look at how much better it's gonna look soon. Oh, I mean, it looks so good. Is that maximum decor? Who am I kidding? Leave this shit on the floor. You know what, for once, all things considered, that's kind of accurate, isn't it? How does it, this is, oh wait, this is the empty one. It just hasn't had its texture fixed. They never fix that. I don't really care if they do. That thing does not have teeth. I'm not sure if it's brushed. Shouldn't you be brushing its horn because that's how it eats? If you've never seen it, it just sort of extends its horn to drink the nectar. Alright, I'm gonna get sidetracked again because this rocket's taking too long. I don't know why I'm giving this so much guff. I mean, the best thing is they probably can't hear me because they're, you know, they're not here. How many of you guys know Dr. Bees? Hmm? Yeah. I don't know how I was introduced to it exactly. I think it was in Cyberchat. Yeah, I didn't expect him to get mentioned, huh? Funny. Yeah, VR comedian. Not too bad. Watched their stuff, got into chill out. That didn't make sense. Anyways. Chill out's great. I need to spend more time on it. And we are short on CO2, which is good. It's really a good thing. This is some hot CO2, and these are some cold plants. Here's a good title. Figuring out the logistical challenge of running hot CO2 through, cold environment plants to produce oxalate. No, it's not gonna know what that word means. Fuck it, make shit up. Oh wait, that's what it does. Constantly. Also, all of its images either look like stock images, or like someone's had one too many like someone like intentionally ate like a box of roofies in one sitting and is now tripping so fucking hard. I'm not sure what's scarier, all things considered. What? Like, Oh no, I see one from my industry. The Oil Extended mod showcase, a complete guide to nuclear production. No, it's Oil Extended. That literally doesn't make sense. But don't worry, it considers the Desolate Rift location to be a plural. Somehow. That is like saying someone's home address as a plural. I mean, technically I have 2 homes, but I'm not going to address them at the same time. Like, you don't address things, like locations in plural. It sounds... Well, you can. It's just making me very insightful for some reason. Like, you can address multiple at the same time, right? Like, oh, you know, our store has multiple branches, but you wouldn't say, like, the location. Oh, you could say region, right? I am reading into this AI slop too hard, aren't I? Well, maybe it's because I actually want to use my freaking brain, and I'm doing it the only way I know how, which is to just overthink on real things, and like semi-practical things, rather than entertaining the premise of whatever the AI says to me, because like, this shit is so bad. Also, it puts like compact on sand chip as a mobile. The platform's mobile, not the factory. And it's just stuff that doesn't even make sense. Like explaining why shields work under chain gun fire. Yes, it's a game mechanic. That's literally what they are supposed to do. Like, there's no explanation needed. It's not real. It's just. Why are you in here? Well, you know what? You're adventurous. You have a reason, and you don't even have a brain, and yet you have more reason than the AI. Incredible. Next, we're gonna be solving the mystery of why the AI is fucking stupid. And technically, that's not necessarily true. Does anyone remember how, like, I was gonna say a few months, fuck. That is very low pressure. A few years, correction, ago, I need to extend the oil pipe. That's more important. It's not even plugged in. Sure, see how much I care. We are low on aluminum. Remember when we weren't low on aluminum? Yeah, forget it. So if I see one thing for increasing aluminum, I genuinely do not need it. I have enough iron to completely forget aluminum exists. Remember when aluminum was not a thing in the base game? Yeah. I didn't zinc's new, but I don't get zinc. Can you hurry? Oh, we grounded. That implies you're here. Oh. Well, shit, I guess you are. Dupes. They're not that important. Fix it. That is a... I'm sorry, is that the one teapot that's been used in, like, every, like, 3D render test? Is like the first 3D rendered thing, and it's just this teapot for some reason. I think it was. We'll put it on wood because this is actually fitting, which is a little upsetting. Ignore that. We're gonna put it, everything just has high morale, huh? It's almost like I bothered to actually make this colony look nice. I know. No, we need something like uncomfortable to look at. And I think that will go splendidly to the... Oh, right. Remember when I said I was gonna, like, open, like, a few of these in a video? Oh, that one's blue. That one's yellow. That one's unnecessary. I like the wallpaper section. That's nice. Yes, it does signal poor. Gloves, no. Where? It's not in this section. I don't know. Wait, was it Atmosuit boots? I don't remember there being Atmosuit stuff added. That makes sense. Oh? That just looks like a reskin of this one. It literally is. Just transparent for some reason from the Frosty planning. I don't know. Shouldn't this be from I try to reason with games too much, you know, that's my problem. Oh wait, it was jet boots. What? It's one of the most obscure items I've ever seen. Can I unlock this? No. But it would be funny to put that on plunger pattern. Fine, we'll have to go for the next best thing. 3. That was your cue to laugh, viewers. Oops. Have they been rescued yet? No. Unreachable. Honestly, question. How? How did that even happen? Also, as expected, this rocket has a more of a plume than before, which is not ideal. I want to presume the Flyroid's working on this slowly. Oh, it literally is. Good. Fun fact, did you know the Flyroid's like really slow? And it doesn't carry very much? Yeah, because it is. Oh my gosh, you're free. Come on. Wow, you're fast. Alright, we still need to do something about the pot. Alright, this. A-la-di-dee. A-la-di-doo. I don't care that it's made with wood. I am particularly lazy right now. Thank you. I'm gonna put the one teapot that's like always relevant for some reason. Oh, is there water on there? I hope there's not water there. That'd be annoying. Peblet. Is there Brahmin patties in there? Don't know. The mystery of what the fuck's in there. Clay. These really aren't worthwhile, huh? Unless you need phosphor for something, but phosphine. No. No. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. No, it's not. Remember when you could make peppermint bread with just peppermint, and it was just free? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that was very unbalanced. So let's be honest here. Okay, those things are pretty useless. Okay, for my next piece, we'll call it the grid. It sucks in every capacity, but it's a waste of time, and I think it'd be fun. Why are there two different ladder materials? That's igneous. Why are we making granite ladders? No. This doesn't look nice. It looks bad. Yes, yes. Alright, have fun with the dupes. Behold, it's a square of disappointment. I know it's like not warm. You know what, that steam... How is that still... Oh, that's kilograms, not temperature. Temperature's fine. Probably because this thing was heating up still. Made it freak out a little bit. Come on, Lindsay. Show me the good. What? We're out. I just launched a rocket. This is why you don't split your research. Oh, we're not even close. Why does it look like we're almost done? Do these two really have that much weight? Alright, well this needs to get fueled up, which is going to take a long time. So we get to watch them building a bunch of ladders. There's literally no practical benefit to this. I just think it'd be funny. And a waste of time mostly, but, you know. Maybe I should build the monument. Okay, I have something to confess. Okay, I have but one thing to confess about this game. And that's after all this time, I've never actually beaten the game. I know, it's a bit weird, but I haven't. That's a win condition? Brother, I have too much steam. And also one of them is being used as a hallway. So this is to go through the yeah, for this. I could go for this. That's it? Just have high morale, survive a few cycles, and then build a monument, which is probably the hard part. This is doable. Home sweet home. I mean, what if I actually try to beat the game? I know, crazy idea. But, if you get turn of the century... Oh. I've gotten the year achievement. So, I just have to get a little bit more morale for literally one dupe. And that's basically passive. I just need to figure out what's pissing them off. A lot of things. I'll have to look into that, but the Great Monument. Oh, there's a bunch of Oxley here. Oh, and it's right next to a cemetery. This is not a bad place. Haven't you ever walked past like cemeteries on your way home before? You speak to them a little bit. I'm insane. That's a lot of steel. That is a lot of steel. I like how it's using rocket parts, so. We should line it up with the bathroom. That makes the most sense to me. Ceramic. And steel. Ugh. I actually have the ceramic, I just don't have any steel. And this requires glass and more okay, it's just... We're making the Eiffel Tower to celebrate the Industrial Revolution, which honestly is a pretty fitting way for me to end this. I do need to crank out more glass though, so we're going to just set this to like 80 and forget it's running before my colony screams at me that it's running and freaks out. I don't care. Is that too much? Yeah, 40's way more than enough. I just don't care. I'm not dealing with that right now. I can't be bothered. You know what? Yeah, let's try to do that. I mean, I still have my other goal of making a data center because I think that'd be funny. But hey, it might be fun to do this, right? And in case anyone's wondering, I'm gonna make this one of the dingiest spots of the base. I don't care enough. Child. Should I make them climb? Nah, that's just unnecessary. This is quite the project, all things considered. Oh, you can pre-plan it. That just barely pokes through the top. We're gonna embed this entire structure exactly one tile deeper, which I'm sure will absolutely ruin the motif of the room. But counterpoint, it fits better, and to me, that's more important than if it fits. Also, I need to make a what we like to call a crap ton of steel, which heaven forbids that doesn't take a long time. So we have our work cut out for us. It's definitely a project. We also need to get steel up and running. More so. We are out of iron. I'm gonna be honest, not what I was expecting. I think I should do iron in this one. Or should I do steel in this one? And resolve the others to this one. Yeah, this is gonna incite our power usage just a wee bit to have all of this running soon. But it is built for this. I'm actually putting the research foundries to use. Whoa, crazy. And this thing has its own buffer tank, I presume. No, this is the buffer tank. The buffer tank's hot. It's fine. I don't care. You're producing a decent... No, not really. Well, it's making some power back. Mainly deleting heat, which is the important thing. Why is it blocked? Oh, because it's discharging? Yes. As per no one's expectation, that is out. If I could put in an ethanol tank conveniently, I would. I can kinda, but that's a lot of fluid pipes I don't care enough about. I guess there is one option. It's just to make the biggest squaggly mess possible. Like this. Yeah, we're gonna try and make a monument. To literally beat the game. Because I've never done that. Honestly, of all of them, I'm better at resource production and management. So, you know. Now it's already getting in place, huh? How many? 7 tons of steel for the base. No, 7.5 tons. Yeah, rocket first. Then building another rocket because I want more rockets. That is a lot of steel, dude. Okay, I can see the challenge in this, just producing enough steel. But to be fair, this has not been running for ages, and now that this is running, it's better. Not sure why this wasn't buffered, maybe it already blew its buffer. Could make a third, there is space for it too. Might as well dig out the whole thing, right? 24 by 28. P4 by 28. Accounting for the starting position, mind you. We have standards. No hesitation on them. That's the spirit I didn't know you had, dupes. For context, I'm not building a third, I'm mainly clearing the space for a third. Meteor showers, that's not what I want to hear, game. You have food. Right here. Oh, that's a seed. Now you're screwed, pal. Oops, I swear sometimes. I would like to believe my dupes have had enough to do. Also, I guess this is gonna be a bit longer than expected. Oh my fucking, that's the mercury going. I'm not keeping that bit going anymore, guys. I literally cannot be bothered. Hey, look, it's funny. It's mercury. It's solid. It's not funny. I'm tired of it. I'll let them figure it out. There's like liquid water here, which is kind of neat, but it's in my way, so we're paving it. All of it. I like how when they are operating a metal foundry, they just sort of shimmy like, is it going to explode on me? Is it going to explode? I mean, normally it would for me, but, you know. I do feel like on No Sweat Bionics should use less battery. Because you do feel it. So it might make sense to build more batteries too down here. Like all things considered. Like it wouldn't be the worst idea. To use a lot of power. Sort of like a battery bank. Nothing like real or serious, just a few batteries to pad the area. Low priority on all of those, really. The elusive level 3 priority. I mean, actually, that pathway is useful. They will be using it. Yeah, this is just sort of like a if you have time for it. Making steel, I see. That's good. Alrighty, well, that seems to be a wrap for this one, folks. I'll see you all in the next. It's nice to have this stuff running again. It's kind of been idling, mainly because I was not making iron. But it's good to have it going again, you know? Bye-bye.